Hi guys, it's your guy here, the unknown trader, and today we're gonna be looking at something very important, something we keep talking about, something that you must understand. Okay, if you're a day trader, it's highly important. That's how all the manipulations is done. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about three pushes. I know it's still difficult for most of you to understand the three pushes. However, I told you that if you look at the sessions, session one, this represent the first push. Okay, it went up but it ended up going down. Okay, so this is the first push in terms of session. This is the second session which went down, and as you can see, this third session is starting down. Okay, even though here it's like it's the end of this session, but just by drawing this you will be able to see what is happening. Okay, so these are three pushes. Again, if we're gonna go and look, okay, let's first go to a bigger time frame. Now we're gonna go to a 4-hour time frame. When I came to a 4-hour time frame today, I looked at it and I saw that it's bearish. As you can see, they break structure on the inside. They were going up, they break structure on the inside, and then after breaking structure on the inside, they pulled back. Yes, it's a setup of a pump and dump, and then they dump the market. Okay, they dump with an engulf, and this market was bearish. Okay, so I believe most people sold this based on the bigger time frames. They sold, and they sold this, thinking that it's gonna come down or maybe come and take these people out. Okay, for those who came to a 1 minute time to a 1 hour time frame, I believe the same thing happened because they broke structure inside and they pulled back. Yes, set up of a pump and dump, and then they engulfed this level. They pinned, engulfed, and then they actually went down. So the bigger time frames were actually showing a bearish move. Okay, so when I came to a 15-minute time frame, one thing I understood is they have fell 3 levels. Okay, let's look at something very important right now. We have levels in terms of boxes. The first box is 25 pips, the second box is 25 pips, the third box is 25 pips, and as you can see, this move fails in the last box. It's very important for you to be able to identify the last box in which the move fails. Okay, you must be able to identify where is the move failing. This is crucial. Okay, this is crucial. If you want to be consistent, this is crucial. You must be able to see where is this move failing. Why? Because this will help you stay away from garbage trades. Okay, and most of the time what happens is they will mostly during the first hour they will just be playing inside, and what is actually happening here is there's a lot of chopping taking place. Okay, people are getting chopped left and right. Okay, that is why it's mostly preferable to only enter when you have these combinations of candles. Sometimes you won't get the pin, but you'll always get this engulf candle. Okay, you'll always get this engulf. And as you can see, if we blow this up, okay, if we blow this thing up, there's something interesting you'll see. Okay, they came down. This level is below this one, and this one is above. They didn't come back to this level. However, they used spreads to close everybody who bought this engulf. Okay, and anyone who bought this engulf bought before the sessions. Okay, and we know that right before the session opens and during the first hour, most of the time they will be chopping and tricking and doing all sort of stuff. Okay, this is where they make their money, because some people will be buying, some people will be selling, and then they will just chop. Look at the engulfs that were taking place. These two candles are rarer tracks. Okay, they are rarer tracks. They go down, they go up. Okay, however, they come down in 3 pushes again. Okay, before they pin the low and give an engulf. Okay, so this is quite important. I wanted to open this trade right here. Okay, right here, but you know there was like US news today at what time was it? It was 3:45 South African time. Okay, I believe US time it was 9:45. Okay, so I wanted to buy right here after this engulf. So you know that most of the time when there is news, some brokers will just protect themselves from people who are guessing the directions of news, okay, because they lose a lot of money. Okay, so my broker like rejected the order. Okay, it rejected the order here, so I had to let it go because the further it goes from the low, I can't enter. So what I did was, okay, well, fine, there was no break-in structure when I wanted to enter, but however the presentations of the candle and the timing was perfect. Okay, so I accepted that, okay, that my broker is not allowing me. However, one thing I did was I waited for the break-in structure. Okay, break-in structure is highly important. If you look here, we have our break-in structure. Okay, I don't know which color I should use, but I will try like this gray. Okay, I hope it's visible. I don't know if it's gonna be visible, but anyway, this is a break-in structure. Okay, this is the break-in structure. Okay, let me use any color anyway, just for you to see the break-in structure. Okay, I came back and I saw that, okay, they have broken structure on the inside. This is highly important, something most people don't wait for. Okay, if you fail to get an entry down here where I believe you can get good entries, okay, however, entering down here, it's a bit risky. Why? Because if you are not completely patient and wait for the presentation of a pin and an engulf, you see this is a pin and then they bring this doji and then they engulf. So this clearly shows that they are moving. The timing is perfect. They were done chopping. A lot of people lost a lot of money here, believe me. Okay, so once all this was done, they gave you this perfect entry. But if you fail to enter here, like I'm explaining that I failed to enter here because of my broker. Okay, so what I did was I waited for a break-in structure. Yes, they came down, they pinned, and they gave a second pin. Okay, and that is where I entered. I entered actually somewhere here. Okay, I entered after these pins. Okay, because I knew they broke structure, they pull back. Why? This is a setup for a pump and dump. Okay, they are here to punish breakout traders. Okay, because the moment they breakout traders are entering here based on their books. Every book tells you to enter somewhere here. So what I did, my initial target was let's see, my target was at least the high of actually the high before London. Okay, because I believe once they've done this already, they've locked the low, and then now I believe they are going for those who are in the money. Okay, however, as it becomes late, I know that anything can happen. They can just use spreads to manipulate and do all sort of stuff, as I've showed you in my previous videos about spreads. So when I came back, I just accepted here. It was roughly 20 pips and I locked it and closed the trade. Okay, so the most important thing I'm trying to show you is you see how the sessions have set up. This is number 1, this is 2, this is 3. In this way, everything becomes easy. But it's also important for you to understand where the move is failing. Okay, because once you understand where the move is failing, you can get an entry right on this next box, which was of course here, if my broker didn't come with its crazy things. Okay, and if you don't understand break-in structure, I'll put a link in this description because it's important. Once they break structure on the inside, they show that, okay, momentum toward the upside is strong. That's why even now you see the move is still going up. Okay, the move is still going up. So this was a very good trade for 20 pips, but had my broker not rejected my order because of the news, then possibly my target was around 50 pips. Okay, but I would have taken roughly 41 pips, which is still good. Okay, which is still good, because I don't want to be guessing news. I don't want to be chasing moves and all sort of stuff. Just that as I showed you on the bigger time frames, this move was like guaranteed that it was going down. It was bearish. Okay, there was like no sign that this move is gonna reverse. However, for us who understand the three levels, then we have an advantage. Just as I showed you here, it's just that right now I've added a lot of things. However, if you look carefully, you will see that okay, this move was telling everyone that it's going down. Look at the size of the candles, and then all of a sudden it turned and changed direction. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go to our last one. I don't want this video to get long. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so today let's see what happened. Today there was a lot of news, and first of all there was news. Let me bring the calendar in so that we can all see this calendar. Okay, this is Forex Factory. I always talk about this website. Okay, so there was news about the euro on 9:15. They didn't move much because they were news again on 9:30. So they used this news to move the market. As you can see, all the news were negative. Okay, let's see. Here are the results anyway. Okay, because I don't care about the news or what type of news it is. I care about the results. You just come and click this folder, this thing that looks like a folder, and you just read actual greater than forecast is good for currency. That's all you need to know. If they say actual greater than forecast is good for currency, then if this okay, let me just do this. Well, then if this actual, the results that we are waiting for, if they are greater than these ones that are forecast, then the currency will strengthen. Okay, but if they are negative, then the currency will fall. So basically that's what happens. Okay, you don't need to know all the fundamentals. So we had news at 9:30 and 9:15. So these are the news that moved this market right here. Okay, funny enough, as you can see, look at the times. Okay, as you can see, this was 37:30. Okay, this was 7:30. However, these news were not Great Britain pound news, they were euro news. Okay, but they moved the pound. Why? I'll show you in a minute. So as you can see, we also had news for Britain came at 10:30. Okay, but these ones moved the market crazy. It was euro, there was no Britain here, and this one, it was actually Great Britain, there was no euro. So I was expecting the euro to move Great Britain. Why? Okay, I believe I should have done this video separately. However, I'm gonna show you now because I've been promising that I'll make a video based on correlations. This is a free website called My Forex Book. You just sign up and it's a pretty good website. Okay, and then all you do, you just come here. You can select the currencies that you want here by clicking here, and then as you can see, find currencies with correlations higher than 80% or find currencies with correlations lower than 80%. What I want is currencies with higher. And as you can see, I told you correlations is the relationship between currencies. If it's strong, then I believe you've heard me once telling you that you can't sell Euro JPY and buy a GJ. Okay, Great Britain pound JPY. Why? Because they are highly correlated, and for currencies that are highly correlated, what it means is actually that let's see. Okay, let's go and search for GJ. You see, this is Great Britain pound, and we are gonna compare it with, I want to take this up so that nobody gets confused. Okay, let me take this up a little bit. Okay, I want to show you why certain things happen in a certain way. Okay, as you can see, Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, and Euro Japanese yen, these things have a correlation of 90%. So that tells you that if one is falling, the other one is gonna fall. Hence why we had news on euro, but they moved the pound crazily. Okay, so if you are trying to sell Great Britain pound, Euro JPY, and you are also buying Great Britain JPY, then you have done the same thing. Okay, one trade will win, the other one will lose. Okay, unless maybe if you are trying to guess news, one you sell, one you buy, then if you don't get a week, you might get away with it. But okay, that is that anyway. I'm not gonna go deeper into that. Okay, but because of these correlations, as you can see, this is 90% correlation. If it's if it's a very big negative, like negative 80%, this means that, as you can see, New Zealand USD has a negative 80.8% correlation with USD CAD. This means that if New Zealand USD is gonna go up, then this one is gonna go down. These ones are gonna go the opposite directions. Okay, I believe the correlations can help you sometimes. If you get a very good setup on USD CAD, then you can also take the opposite direction on New Zealand USD, and then you might get away with it. However, you're gonna need a setup as well, but you can get away with it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the correlations. Okay, so this is why, coming back to our video, this is why Great Britain GJ was moved by the Euro News crazily, because these two things are correlated. If you look, okay, so coming back to the three levels. Okay, three levels, that's the most important thing. Okay, so we're gonna calculate this move falls from here. I just want to keep it as yellow. Okay, fine. This move has fallen 100. Okay, and then let's see, this is 100 pip box, and then okay, this is the next 100 pip box, and then we were anticipating it maybe to come to the other 100 pip box. As you can see, it failed up, or it fell down here. Okay, so basically it was within the box of 300 pips. Okay, and for me, coming to this move, I knew that, okay, I am not gonna sell. Everybody's chasing the move downwards. Okay, so what I did was I calculated the pips, and they were 257 pips. Okay, so one thing I can tell you right now boldly is that we have something called ADR. Okay, we have something called ADR. Okay, this is an average daily range, and for currencies, this is usually 200. However, it can go to sometimes 300. Okay, and then this is for currencies in a day. In other words, this is how much pips currencies can go in a day. Okay, yes, sometimes it's gonna be a little bit more than this. However, you must know that market makers, those who are making the market, are regulated people. Okay, they are regulated. So there are things they are allowed to do. Okay, so they are allowed to move the currency 200 pips per day, of which most of the time it will be within 200 pips. However, there are certain times when it's gonna be within the 300 pip range. Okay, they can go 300 pip. Okay, however, if they do that, they will come back, they will correct. Okay, they will correct so that everything still falls within this ADR. It's gonna happen most of the time, not always, but most of the time. So once you know that these guys are regulated and there is this thing called ADR, you are on the safe side. And for a week, usually for currencies in a week can go 600 pips, but sometimes they'll go up to 1,000 pips per week. If they exceed this, if a currency goes 1,000 pip maybe in 3 days, rest assured, guaranteed, they will correct. Okay, they will correct so that the week closes within the accepted range of 600. Okay, why is this so? It is so because market makers are greedy and they are after money, and if they don't have loss, they will basically break the market. they will break the market. They will break the market, okay? So they are regulated, and there are things that are allowed to do, and there are things they are not allowed to do. This is why today when I came to my chart, okay, I didn't trade news. Again, I didn't take the news because I am not here to guess directions, okay? It's fine. Yes, this news on a 1 minute time frame, they did present an opportunity, or like, let's see, on a 1 minute time frame. Where are those news? Where's those news? Where are the news? Okay. This second news right here. What happened? Okay. I think I want to show you the opportunity that was presented by the news. Okay, good. Here are the news, okay? On a 1 minute chart, the first bounce is usually your trade. The first bounce. You allow the news to go, and then when they come and bounce on the 20 moving average, that is when you can get your own trade. So this was your good entry, okay? Because you see they came back with roller tracks, but they were still under the influence of news, okay? Under the catalyst of news. So yes, we were expecting them to fall, okay? So they fell and fell and fell and fell and fell. However, yes, the move was within the range of 300 pips, okay? Even though they failed, I told you one thing. It is highly important to know where the move is failing. In this case, this move failed in the last 100 pip box. And let's see, I told you one thing that is very important. During the first hour, or before the session opens, they will just be tricking most of the time. As you can see, for me, I wait for one thing, break of structure. But if I don't get a break of structure, then I must get a stop hunt, okay? Some call it peak formation, I call it stop hunt, okay? Stop hunt, because this is where okay, let me write it again. Stop hunt, okay? Because this is where you, okay, you see I wrote stop hunt right here, okay? Why? Because consolidations are used to collect orders, okay? Some people are selling on this line, some people are buying on this line, so these people are just accumulating orders. So rest assured, they're gonna break both sides most of the time because there's money both sides. So now they hit the low and they pinned it. So I did enter after this pin, okay? I did enter after this pin, okay? And my entry was somewhere here. Why? Because if I don't get a break of structure, of which in this case the break of structure came late, okay? For me, the break of structure came late. This is the break of structure on the inside, okay? This is the break of structure on the inside. It only came late, okay? Let's see, BIS, okay? But one thing about me is I don't want to hold trades maybe after 6, after 7 and all sort of stuff, because I know late they'll open their spreads and they can just do their crazy things with spreads. So one thing, if I don't get a break-in structure, I must get a stop hunt. So today I got a stop hunt here. I took this trade and I had a stop of roughly 23 pips, okay? 23 pips, yes, it was still good. And then this thing traded and traded and traded, and then it went up, okay? It went up, and I closed my trades on this candle here, which was 67 pips, okay? Even though I was expecting more based on the size of the move, okay? I was expecting more based on the size of the news, but I had to close because I don't want to hold trades when it's too late, because towards the end of the day we're just gonna see consolidations, and who knows, Asia can just since we have a breaker structure right now, this could be a good setup for a pump and a dump, okay, for tomorrow Asian session, or even London session, we don't know. So this is how I do my things, okay? I wait for a break of structure. If I don't get a break of structure, I need to have a stop hunt, or else I need to have a nice pin and an engulf. Okay, after understanding that this is only trapping, they have already fell, or they have already exhausted the ADR, and I saw that the move failed beneath here, and they have been trapping traders for almost I think it's 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, so I only entered here, and for 60 pips it was a good trade for me late. So what I'm trying to say is, do not chase moves. Okay, just because the market is falling 200 pips without you doesn't mean you are missing anything. Look at the bigger picture. Just be patient and wait for your opportunity to present. It's like even during a session when you want to enter. One thing I really struggled with is entering. Okay, like I would enter, I will think this is a pin and this is an engulf, and I will enter and they will chop me, and I will try enter and they will chop me. But I learned one thing which is very important: stay back, watch the charts. They will give you a perfect entry point when they are ready. Believe me, they will give you a very perfect entry point if you are patient enough. A lot of people lost a lot of money right here because this was just chopping up and down, and people want to catch the low. But look, even when you look at it right now, just look at it. Where is the entry? Everyone can point the entry was here. Okay, you're gonna think it's hindsight. No, it's not. Okay, some people say, no, you can't see this on a live chart. Hey, it's hard to see, blah blah blah. No, that's not true. When you are impatient, when you want to catch the low, yes, it's gonna be a bit impossible for you to see. Okay, but if you don't want to catch the low, if you want to wait and get the very easiest trade, you will get that opportunity. Believe me, that's why it's very easy for you to see entries when somebody is showing you, and hard to see them when you are on your live charts. It's because you are impatient. Wait, wait, wait. I had to decide, okay, I'm not gonna enter the market. If it goes without me, well, it's fine, it's gone. Okay, then I will wait for a break in structure and I will get my entry. Just as I showed you here. I told you that because of my broker, I couldn't get in early. You see, this was a clean entry. This was a clean entry at the right time of the day. Okay, after they are done with everything. Some people were chasing this candle. Some people were chasing this candle. Guys, don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. Wait for them. Wait for them. Be patient. Okay, if something is not clear for you, wait. You'll get the entry after the break-in structure, because that one will be more clearer. You see these pins, 2 pins. This is a dead giveaway, and they are only doing this and getting away with it because people are impatient. When they see a very big red candle going down, they want to enter. Don't be impatient. Okay, wait. These kind of trades will present themselves to you. Okay, wait for them to present themselves to you. Don't try to force them. Okay, don't try to force entries. Wait for them to present themselves to you. You see, they came down, they pinned the low, they pinned again, they changed directions. Okay, they shifted the zone from the low. This was a clean trade. This is a very nice stop hunt. Anyone could enter after this. But the problem is, you lose a lot of money here. You get chopped out, you get angry even when you see this, or else you close your charts in anger and whatsoever. But just be patient. A good entry will present itself once they are done. I'm dwelling much on this because it's important. Be patient. An entry will throw itself at you. Take the most easiest thing. It's not about being smart. You can't outsmart the market. Just be patient, okay? Just be patient. Wait for everything to present itself to you. Don't try to force things to be presented to you. Wait for them to be presented to you. Okay, I just wish I can emphasize this enough, but I can't. Wait. Once you are in this session box, session timing, the only thing you need to know is where is the move failing, at what level, at what number. The behavior. This red candle was a very big candle going down. I watched it. It was a very big candle going down so fast. People thought that, okay, they were chasing this move. They thought it was still continuing. Bigger time frames aligned with it, and people thought, okay, this move was continuing. But look, it's only after this candle has closed that people started realizing, oh no, we messed up. Okay, so guys, thank you.